Welcome back to You're Done.
Hi.
Hey, Tash.
What's up?
It's been a minute.
It's been a minute.
We're sorry that we've left you guys hanging for 2 weeks.
But we want you guys to be like on the edge of your seat.
Yeah. Hungry for more. But if you have forgotten our names, my name's Brendan.
Tasha.
And this week, we're going to be talking about one of my favorite movies that has ever existed, that I could quote basically forever, is Mean Girls.
Mean Girls. Love it.
Yeah, and part of it too is, if you don't know this about me, like literally 10 years ago, I started this Mean Girls Instagram account called Mean Girls Art History, which is quite cool.
Which is funny because it's quite famous.
Yeah.
And he decided to just forget that, when starting a podcast and you want to start from the bottom up, start a following and talk to people that haven't known you before. But he forgot to mention that he has an Instagram account of 30,000 people.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was at 50,000 that he forgot about a little bit, and it's at 30,000.
Yeah, I haven't been posting on it much, so we thought it would be fun to do an episode about the movie and about the Instagram account to give some lore for anyone who might be finding us from the Mean Girls Art History account.
Yes.
But before we get into that, we should start with our catch-up.
Love that.
So, Tash, it's been a minute. Tell me, where have you been? What have you been up to?
It's been a minute because I've been in Colombia.
Slay.
Right? Spelled with the O, not with a U. Which is a very big issue that, every time I type it in my phone, it always goes to Columbia, the university.
Oh.
And so a lot of people spell the country wrong because they think it's with the U.
With the U at the end?
No, the U in the middle.
Oh, no.
Exactly.
Okay. I was like, isn't there?
If you try to type it in your phone, it automatically wants
Columbia.
to go. Yeah, the university or the place in the States.
Strange. Okay.
Yeah, annoying. But
that's a fun fact. I didn't know.
Fun fact. So that's why you always say, with an O, not a U. So I was there for 3 weeks.
Yeah, forever.
The first week was really amazing because 2 friends of the pod, my cousin Kenitra and Olivia, they also came.
Shout out. We love you.
Colombia and loved it. Another friend was there too, and as well, obviously my husband.
What did you guys do that week?
So we went to Medellin the first couple days, and then we went to Cartagena.
Okay.
Both beautiful places, both nice and warm.
Nice.
Just us looking, on the socials back at home, seeing that snowstorms, Palooza.
Well, they didn't post on Instagram at all while they were there, and I was like, "Have you been taken?" None of them had posted anything, and I was like, "This is not right."
Actually, having so much fun in the moment, and we took a lot of pictures, and we're posting them out now.
Prove it.
Screaming! I'll put an array of them on the screen here because we're just having so much fun, and it's sometimes it's actually quite refreshing when you don't have to constantly be trying to post things all the time, and we're just living in the spontaneity.
I like spontaneity though. That's kind of fun. Spontaneity.
And so,
it's with a U, not an O.
So it was so much fun, and then Cartagena was really hot, which I love, and the day that they left, they were coming back, I think it was the day before the big snowstorm here.
Okay.
And I was watching on CP24 on my phone, and it's saying oh, it's going to be the most snow that Toronto has had in years. And I'm sorry about it.
And
then I think it said that 25 centimeters one day, and then 30, and altogether it was 70 in 1 weekend or something.
Yeah, it was more snow over a weekend than we had all of last year.
Which is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And so I was like, no, thank you. And I was
I'll be staying.
So I was in Colombia for 2 more weeks, and then saw so much things about snow. And then coming home, there was drama coming home because we had to change our flight a few days because there was an email that said, oh, there might be a disruption to your flight. And then we're like, what's this? And then right after we did it, I got a breaking news.
Right.
The flight that landed in Toronto. That flipped upside down, did a cartwheel. I'm like, no, thank you.
No, I can't believe nobody died, though.
Thank the Lord.
Yeah.
Right? I think that they were saying, not that I think, I know they said this, that it's everyone on the flight is getting $30,000 from Delta.
Well, they're being offered.
Being offered, but it's not like you get this, you can't sue us. You can do both.
Oh.
Yeah. And so that's why social media, everyone's like, don't take the money, don't take the money. Take the money.
And then sue them.
And then also sue them.
Yeah, and then sue
and
them.
so one person has actually already submitted a lawsuit.
Mm-hmm.
Don't quote me on like this person's information, but apparently this person, once it landed, got drenched in jet fuel.
Oh.
Still busted.
Which apparently you can drink, according to Tasha.
Screaming. I didn't say you can drink.
Yeah, you said in Grey's Anatomy they did.
No, I said to survive is the P. I said in the episode
they drank jet fuel.
She drank the jet fuel and the P. The P you can drink in terms of to survive.
Why'd she drink the jet fuel?
I think she thought that it was water.
Did she die?
No. It's also a show. Anyways, I see how this one's
I've been holding on to this.
You see how it's covering me? Not to be talking about a person being crashed in jet fuel. Anyways, and so apparently, I guess one of the flight attendants needed support. And so this person was helping other people get people out.
Okay.
So they're like, I'm covered in jet fuel, bumped and bruised, and I'm also helping people get people out.
Yeah. That's like the human thing to do.
Like, what, are you going to live in there? And so,
yeah.
So thankfully, no to her. I came back, and when I was getting back to my new apartment, because I had just moved the day before going to Columbia, it was a lot. The street said, the snow will be picked up within the next 48 hours. I'm like, bitch, wasn't the snowstorm like 2 weeks ago? Like,
yeah.
And so I heard
it
was taking forever to pick up snow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
No. But I'm back.
The other thing about the flight is that, like, apparently both the pilots were women, and so now people are blaming the like DEI stuff. Crazy. It's obviously not because they were women that the flight did that. It's just, but it like fuels this whole like Trumpian like DEI is the cause of stuff. It's like, no, it's because you fired like 700 like FAA employees, and they're all for whatever. Well, I'm happy you're back.
Thank you.
And I'm happy we're recording more episodes.
Yes.
And we've missed you.
We miss y'all.
My catch up. So this weekend I went to my boyfriend's friend's house party for his birthday. It was super fun. And
I think our last catch up was about a house party.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been going to parties.
Yeah.
But this one had karaoke. And I'm not really a karaoke person. And originally the plan was we would go to their place and then go somewhere else. But then people were just vibing at the house, and they have a karaoke machine. So they just set that up. And I'm not usually one for karaoke. I can't sing.
You would never do karaoke with me.
Well, where do we do karaoke?
There's many places we could do karaoke, but I just never thought you'd ever want to do karaoke.
If you give me enough drinks, I'll do it.
Heard, chef.
And so my go-to song is always Super Bass by Nicki Minaj, because I can do the whole thing without any of the lyrics.
Can we get half a verse right now?
This is the one for the booming system. Top-down AC with the cooling system. And he come up in the club, he be blazing up. Got sex on deck like he's saving up. And he ill, he real, he might got a deal. He pop bottles and he got the right kind of deal. He cold, he dope, he might sell coke. He always in the air, but he never fly coke to your mother. Yeah, I know all of it. Slay. Okay. Yes.
Slay. Oh my God, that was perfect. Oh my God.
So I know all of that, but then if it continues, my other go-to karaoke song is Summer Nights, the Grease
Summer
song.
Lovin'?
Summer
Yeah.
Lovin', thank you. I don't even know the
word. It's not
word.
your go-to song.
Well, I'm never the one that picks it, but if it comes up, I'm like, yeah, I'll do it.
Love it.
I have to do the boy part, unfortunately, which is sad for me, even though I know all the words.
Okay.
And then if that continues even further, then I'll go into Disney songs. So then I was singing I'll Make a Man Out of You by Mulan. So
be
good.
a man, you must be free for reason.
Yeah. And it's also, I guess, I can't sing, but it's like low enough that I could do. Yeah. So anyways, I did that and it was great.
All three?
Yeah. Over like the course of the night.
Please tell me there's video.
I don't think so, and I'm glad there isn't. Because I don't think, like, at that point when I've had that much to drink, I don't think I don't sound good to begin with.
But maybe you actually do.
I don't think so. I don't think so. Yeah.
Oh, well,
that was a fun weekend experience for me.
I love that. Okay, now I know karaoke. We're going to be doing it.
Yeah.
We'll get our own room. I did that recently.
Eddie would love that.
It was done.
Yeah.
I did that recently. I'm so excited. Okay.
Okay, so now that you've caught up with us, let's get into like the main bits and bobs.
Girls.
So Mean Girls. So I fucking love that movie.
It was a movie that will forever like you can watch it at any time of your life.
And it's still funny.
And it's still funny.
It's a bit problematic, I will say. There's some stuff that you're like, okay, we really probably should have edited that. But it did come out in 2004, which is also wild to think it's 21 years old.
Well,
we're old.
Speak for yourself. I'm moisturized.
You're 12.
I'm 12. Okay?
I was -8 when the movie came out.
Well, fun fact about filming.
Okay. Yeah, because it was filmed in Toronto. If you didn't know that, here's a fun fact for you.
So I grew up in the beaches.
Slay.
You know, and it was filmed in the beaches.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So that like the school that they did at was Melbourne.
Okay.
Which is my home school, which I didn't go to. So it was like really iconic that it was like right there.
Yeah.
And then I know a girl that they rented her house and it was Lindsay Lohan's house.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
The thing I love about Toronto is that depending on where you go, it could be any city. Like the filming location is like, and we're in, because they're in Chicago or in like the movie is set in a suburb of Chicago.
But no, it is.
Because I remember when he goes, I didn't leave the South Side for this.
And then the mall is Sherway Mall.
Yeah, which is hilarious. I've never gone. I really want to go to Sherway Mall just to see the fountain.
That fountain, I remember the first time I went there, I was like, I do think the first time I went there was after the movie because it's Sherway and I live in the beaches and that's a hot minute away.
Yeah, it's
right?
not close.
It's not close. But I was like, oh my God, it's Mean Girls.
Crazy.
Love.
Yeah, and so what I love about Mean Girls is that it has like continued its life of it was a movie and then it became a musical and then it became a movie musical.
I know about the musical.
Yes.
But I don't know about the movie musical.
So
Did it tank?
It didn't do super well because they did this thing that like happens with musical movies where they didn't like lead with the fact that it was a musical. So people just thought it was like a reboot of Mean Girls. But in fact...
Wait, isn't this the one that came out like 2 years ago?
A year ago. It came out on the 20th anniversary.
Okay, so that's why I'm like, that's why
Yeah, it came out last year.
A lot of people are like, why is this a musical? But they're like, because it's a movie about the musical.
Yeah. And so I've seen all three. Like I've obviously seen the movie, and then I did see the musical when it was here in Toronto, and then I have seen the movie musical. It's interesting because they obviously take the feedback of like making it more contemporary, and they take out a lot of the jokes from the original movie that are a bit racist, basically. But then they took out some other iconic scenes, and I was just sort of like, meh, sad. So
should I watch it?
I mean, it's a good airplane movie. That's how I watched it.
Okay.
Which, I don't know if that says much. I don't know if that says much. But Renee Rapp is in it, and she's incredible.
I do love Renee Rapp.
She's so good. She plays Regina George.
She could just go like, la, and it sounds...
You're like, ah. Yeah, totally.
Oh.
And so to give you some backstory into the Instagram account.
Please.
So it's called Mean Girls Art History, and basically... This was at a time like 2013 when I started it where all the memes were like of like Renaissance paintings and then people writing like sort of like bitchy comments over them or whatever. And so I was in university at the time and I was taking a art history class and I literally had a old school textbook that I was going through. And as I was going through it on Snapchat of all places, I'd take a like Snapchat picture of like a painting that was in the textbook.
Okay.
And then I would put like a Mean Girls quote because there was one that was just like really good that I was like, this is funny. And so I was posting them on Snapchat to my friends.
Okay.
And people were like, oh, you should turn this into an Instagram account. Like, I think people would follow it. And I was like, I don't think so. I think only my like stupid friends will enjoy this. So I started to, I was like, whatever. I started posting them on Instagram. So I would like literally take it on Snapchat, screenshot the Snapchat, then put it onto Instagram. Like, how gross is that?
Well, we did.
So screenshots of Snapchats,
2020,
Instagram
2014.
account. Yeah, 2013, 2014. And so I started doing that. And then for Christmas of that year, so I hadn't been doing it for very long. I had maybe like 100 followers or something.
Okay.
I posted one and it's of the Virgin Mary and she's like ascending into the sky. And the quote I put over it was, I was half a virgin when I met him. And I had tagged, if you know they're like a media company now, but at the time they were just an Instagram account, Betches. Like
yes.
So I had tagged them in it.
Yeah.
They reposted it.
Hilarious.
And then I was at work at the place that we both used to work.
Okay.
And my phone was getting like so hot in my pocket. And I was like, what is going on?
Did you already know they had reposted it?
No, I didn't. Because then what happened was, because this was like in 2014, you don't really see, like, you don't get the same notifications that you do with Instagram.
Mm.
So I just pull out my phone and I have thousands of notifications from Instagram. And I was like, what the? And they're coming in faster than I can literally go in and like get rid of them. So I did turn off notifications on Instagram because it was like my phone's battery was like depleting so quickly.
But you didn't think like, holy shit, what's going on first?
No, I did. I was like, what is going on? And I'm trying to figure out like, why are all these people liking this thing? And then I just happened to, I guess I like went on their account and I saw that they had reposted it. And it was do you remember in Instagram where it used to be, there was like, you couldn't repost it. There was an app called like Repost. It was like a separate app that wasn't even for Instagram, and it would anyways, they reposted it. And I went from like 100 people that I knew following me to like thousands and thousands and thousands, to the point where it was like,
you're viral.
Yeah, it was like viral, like whatever, a decade ago. And then so I kept posting because I was like, this is fun. And then I started to sort of turn it from Snapchat screenshots to, I found an app and I started just like putting the text and putting it on Instagram. That like, then it got put up on like BuzzFeed, Huffington Post, InStyle magazine. I had all these articles written about this account that I had made. Yeah, which was really crazy. And we made like a Tumblr and stuff and whatever. I had a friend, Siobhan, she helped me with it too because she was like a big art history person.
What?
Yeah, it was so crazy. And so over the last decade, like, I've been still posting on it every once in a while. I go dark for a little bit because like there's only so many Mean Girls quotes that you can do. But recently, because of the podcast, I was like, you know what? Maybe I should like reactivate this, and there might be some crossover for us. Like people who enjoy that sense of humor, I think would enjoy us. So I started reposting on it, and it's like, because it's been so long, I feel like now people are like almost even more receptive to it.
Cute.
So I've been posting stuff again, and people are like really into it and so fun. So
I love that.
Yeah, and
what a storyline,
right?
That like you just chose to keep like under wraps for so
my random fact.
Yes,
yeah,
that's a big fact. So I'm basically famous.
Well, internet like
I'm basically internet famous, but that's all. We're just, trying to create a brand here.
Yeah. Well, and it's crazy because there's some like actual famous people that have like liked or shared the post, and I'm like, that is sort of like hard to wrap my mind around.
Well, that's iconic. And so
I hope Tina Fey's seen it. That would be my like one dream. If Tina Fey has seen it and laughed at one of them,
that would be funny.
I would ascend.
Okay, let's make that a goal.
Okay.
Let's make that a goal.
Yeah,
Tina Fey.
My love of Mean Girls is that I know all those quotes, and because I've been making the Instagram, it has just been...
which one has... Because obviously my favorite, I'm probably going to like paraphrase this wrong, but when she's like, oh, I can always know when it's going to rain.
Yes, that is one of my...
Is there one?
Yeah.
Okay, I got to find that one.
I'll show it to you, but basically it's this painting of these two women and they're topless, and one woman is grabbing the other one's nipple. There's a 30% chance it's already raining, is the quote on it.
Yes, okay, that's my... favorite.
That one I really love, and people continue to find that one. That's like, because I still get the notifications, and I'm like, it's so funny, the ones that randomly come up for people. The one that I really love, and I'll put it here, is butter a carb? And the painting is this painting of Saturn, and it's like this like old haggard man, and he's eating his son, and so it's just like this gory thing, and it's like, is butter a carb?
Butter a carb.
That's my if I was to make it as a coffee table book, which I've considered doing,
that actually is so clever.
That would be the cover of it.
That would be like a really great like Christmas from Brendan.
Yeah, so I might do that. That might be... You know what? Tell us in the comments. Would you folks be into a coffee table? Okay.
I want one.
I think that would be cool.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Okay, look at that.
Yeah. That. So, okay. Why do I love Mean Girls? Because it's like the perfect sassy bitchy. Like... The lines are so iconic. That's why I think the Instagram account continues to be...
Because there's just so many lines.
And the lines are so perfect. Like, is butter a carb?
Yes.
Is it?
I don't know. I'm just saying that.
Yeah, but like that kind of stuff. I can already... 30% chance it's already raining. You fugly bitch.
Ugly, but I think obviously the writing is perfection.
Yeah.
I think for why I love it is that I think it is casted perfectly.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Everyone that is casted in that film is casted perfectly. And it's funny because like, oh my God, her name.
Rachel McAdams.
Thank you. You are not in high school, honey BB.
No.
You are,
and like,
but I forgave it because I was like, you are perfect for this role.
So fun fact, she's wearing a wig, obviously.
Obviously.
But it's because she refused to dye her hair blonde. They were
I
like,
didn't know that.
you need to dye your hair blonde. And she was like, I absolutely won't. And they were like, the only way we're going to get her is if we give her a wig.
But that's so funny because I didn't know that.
And that's why it's funny that there's the line that's like, I hear her hair is insured for $10,000. And you're like, because it's a wig.
It's a wig. But like perfectly. And like Lindsay Lohan, let me tell you, because obviously her glow back up right now.
Yes, she's currently having a Lohanescence.
Lohanescence. But like that was her like peak, peak.
Best, yeah.
And like, right, I'm tired of rumors starting. I'm sick of being followed. Right, like,
yeah.
Like, oh, you're from Africa?
And they do it to that girl, and she's like, I'm from Michigan.
Well, I just wanted to let everyone know that we have a new student joining us. She just moved here all the way from Africa.
Welcome.
I'm from Michigan.
Great.
Her name is Caddy Heron. Where are you, Caddy?
That's me. It's pronounced like Katie.
That one
so perfectly casted.
Yeah, Jumbo.
And then Amanda. So I have a love-hate relationship with Amanda Seyfried. Is it Seyfried?
Oh,
Seyfried?
yeah. Who plays Karen.
Like something about her annoys me.
Just all the time.
All the time.
I feel like
but
she's
I think
probably
the annoyance is perfect.
Oh, for
in
Karen.
this.
Yeah. The K when it's backwards, but you did it in the mirror.
This just annoys me. But I think that it was she perfectly annoyed me in this movie.
Yeah, the line for that is everyone forgets about her because she's such a slut. So good. So good. Oh, and Gretchen.
Oh, because her father like invented the Pop-Tarts, right?
The toaster strudel.
Toaster strudels.
Yeah.
Which I do love a good toaster strudels now and then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's just preservatives. Yeah, they are cast perfectly. And so that's what's interesting about like the musical and the movie musical is that they like adjust all of that. It's still good, but it's just like it was
the
hard to capture
sauce,
that moment. Yeah.
Secret sauce was there beginning, and how do you get that back? And then it's like I always forget. Oh my God, I'm mixing up the movie right now. But like, it was May 5th.
Oh,
is it May 5th? Is it October 3rd?
October 3rd.
There you go.
May, isn't it April 24th is from Miss Congeniality? Like, what's your perfect date?
Describe your perfect date.
It's a tough one. I'd have to say April 25th, because it's not too hot, not too cold. All you need is a light jacket.
Like, what?
You know, it's not wrong.
It's not wrong.
It's not wrong.
And that's such an iconic answer to like...
It's not wrong. And when I think of that movie, the lean in.
Oh. Oh my God. When they come in the New York
as the dance.
Love.
So good.
So good.
But yeah, October 3rd, he asked me what
day it was. And it's now called Mean Girls Day because of that.
He asked me what day it was.
On October 3rd, he asked me what day it was.
It's October 3rd.
She one time asked me how to spell orange. That's how they say how dumb Karen is.
But then I do love that, like, I can't remember the actor's name, but then when he came out, we were like, iconic.
I mean, all of them came out as gay.
All of them, with all three guys.
Yeah, so Aaron Samuel's the love interest.
Mm-hmm.
I forget his name. Gay. Damien, who is the gay guy. Gay. And then the brown guy who's the mathlete. Gay. Tina Fey was like, you.
I see it all.
Yeah.
I foresee the future.
I know. She was so correct. She's like, you will be stars.
I wonder if, like, I just wonder what, like, type of royalties or whatever that Tina Fey is getting
from that.
From just making one Mean Girls movie.
Yeah.
That is iconic.
That continues to, like.
She's like, I could just sit on this couch and.
Oh, she'd never have to work again.
No.
Never work again.
Yeah.
Okay, so thinking about Mean Girls, we were trying to expand the idea. So, like, Nate, what's, in your opinion, who is an iconic mean girl?
Okay. I think that an iconic mean girl is Leah Michele.
The immediate thought I have is the one where she was like harassing that one black girl on set and she told her she was going to shit in her wig. That is the most insane.
Okay.
That is the most insane thing.
And like, I'm going to keep a lot
so
of this
bad.
just in case we do have an episode about Glee, because, you know, I love Glee.
Yeah, which we will do.
Will. But Leah Michele, problematic.
And can't read. Illiterate.
Is she?
Have you not heard this conspiracy theory that she can't read?
I don't want to make fun of that if that's the case.
She can read, but like there's somebody who made this like 15-minute long YouTube of basically a compilation of all the things that prove that Leah Michele can't read.
Oh no.
No, it's so good. Because she probably can read, but she keeps doing things that like make it seem like she can't. Like after the rumor came out and it really became popularized, she was like on a show and they're like, "Can you read this?" And she was like,
"Oh no, but maybe she can't. I don't want to be a mean girl to her."
No, she can. It doesn't matter.
No, I know we're just here about mean girls, but
yeah.
But she is just like, when you look at all of the drama that happened upon the set of Glee,
yeah,
right? And of course, she had to, you know, Rachel Berry herself within her role.
I don't think she was.
Did you get that? I just did that.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure they cast her as herself.
No, yes, I know that.
Oh, okay.
But then she's also trying to, like, you know, be a like method actor.
Do you know what's funny? That there's like a grocery store in Montreal called Rachel Berry.
Is there?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I want to go there. But she, like, you know, she just needed to be the top dog, everything. And then, like, when you have, like, Miss Mercedes Jones, you know, Amber, her name is, right? Who can sing better. But don't get me wrong, Leah Michele, you can sing, girl. Don't try to come for me here.
Leah Michele, like, as much as she's a mean girl, that girl is...
She can hold her own.
Whoa.
She said she can hold her own.
Yeah.
And then they have my girl, you know, Mercedes that do the whoa on the ends of each track, right? But when they did like Take Me or Leave Me during Glee on the Rent episode, chef's kiss. But like, I think that she is an iconic mean girl.
Yes.
Unfortunate that like lives have been lost around her.
Not because of her.
Not because of her.
She's so mean that the universe is like, done. Yeah. But when we go on the Glee episode, one of the things we have to talk about is like, it's cursed.
It is cursed, but we'll
save that for... That's coming.
It's coming, but that show is dear to my heart.
Yeah. Stay tuned. We have a very special guest for that.
Oh, yes. But that, I would say, is an iconic mean girl.
Yes, that I would agree with that one. My iconic mean girls actually relate to this, which was like the trifecta of like Paris Hilton, Lindsay Lohan, and Britney Spears.
Ooh.
When they were all...
in that car.
That picture.
That
so good.
Yes.
So good. And they were all kind of crazy mean girls. And then Lizzie McGuire.
Hilary Duff
got roped into it, and then her and...
She didn't know, but she wasn't a mean girl. Hilary Duff has always been she's never been a mean girl.
But her and Lindsay Lohan were feuding.
Yes, but that was on the Lindsay side, not Hilary's.
Oh, it was crazy. I was obsessed with that.
No, because I was always Team Hillary, because she was never jaded.
But
she never got jaded.
I forget who it was. Was it Carol Burnett? Hilary Duff was doing like promotion for something, and she was talking about like an older like female comedian, and the lady was saying something about her, and Hilary Duff was like, well, my fans would know who she is. She's too old. But it's like, that's kind of mean.
I don't.
I'm upset. I love Hilary Duff. I love them all. But that trifecta.
Made up.
It's her sister singing in the background.
Hey now.
Hey now. Sing, Marco.
Sing.
And that's me. That's me.
When I went to Barcelona, I was like,
you went to...
Yeah, I was reliving that whole moment.
I love that.
Yeah. That and Cheetah Girls.
Wasn't it in Rome?
Oh, yeah. I'm thinking Cheetah Girls.
Okay. I was like, wait, what?
Screaming. I did do that in Rome, too, though.
Yeah. Okay, so those are some iconic mean girls. Do you have any others or no?
That was my one I'm thinking of right now.
So with that, we should move into our segment. We haven't done a segment for a while for you guys. So we're bringing back a segment called Out of the Group Chat. if you've forgotten what that is, it's when we tell stories about things that you would normally only share in the group chat. And so I think for the iconic segment, we need to bring back our ding, 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 ding
Meow.
microphones.
Ding ding.
So for our out of the group chat segment today, we're talking about times that you were a mean girl or someone was like really mean to you.
Okay.
So hilariously, mine is like a double whammy of me both being a mean girl and someone being really mean to me. In both cases, it's actually only involves boys. So imagine, go back to like 2006, 2006, 2007.
Throwback.
You're on your MSN Messenger on your computer, the instant messenger. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
And you remember how you could update your status.
Duh.
So I had this frenemy. His name's Reed. And that's his real name. I should change it, but whatever. I don't care. It's been like 20 years. He's quite short. He was like a little person. Not an actual little person. Like, he's just a short man.
Okay.
And he had like very truly short man syndrome.
Okay.
And so we were like
Brilliant.
friends that like didn't really like, I don't know, it truly was a frenemy situation. I remember like going to his house and like playing video games, and then we're like at school, like he's being a little bitch about something. I can't remember what. And so I can't remember exactly what I wrote, but I wrote a MSN Messenger status that was something about being short. Blank is so short he can't even see up or something. I wrote
That was your status?
something like that.
Screaming.
He had done something to piss me off.
Screaming.
So that was me
No
being a mean
judgment.
girl. And he took that and said, "Oh, you want to be mean?" So he went nuclear. So then he told everyone at school, all the boys at school, that I was gay, which I didn't even really realize it about myself yet. Nothing had ever happened. So it's not even like he had anything to go off of besides the
Right.
fact that I was like effeminate. Told all the guys that I was gay. And so then when we were in gym class, the boys made me change in the bathroom stall so that I couldn't see them change.
Oh, my Lanta. Oh, no.
So, but in a way, I brought it upon myself. And in
guess
fact,
so.
he was not wrong.
He wasn't wrong.
He wasn't wrong in the
You know
long
what,
term.
though? Maybe he's gay.
I hope not. And if he is, I just
Maybe-
don't want him to be one of my people.
Maybe that was his like come to Jesus moment.
I don't think so.
That he was like
he was
masking his gay.
Maybe he was a vicious little monster, but that was also when we were like,
masking his gay.
yeah. So
He's
that
probably
was
gay.
me being a mean girl and him being a mean girl.
Okay, so then I have so many to choose from.
Slay. I also have lots to choose from.
Okay. To think about kind of like when you're like a younger one. 'Cause
Yeah.
a younger, and then I have like early 20s.
Because there is something to say about when you're young. It's like your brain isn't fully formed. So like I would never be that mean and conniving to someone now as an adult. But
No.
I was like 13.
Lay it on.
Yeah.
Okay, do you
You're
want my like younger, like elementary or like early 20s?
I think I went the early 20s one.
Okay.
I knew it. I picked the right one.
So I don't know if this is me being a mean girl or I was just being a helpful girl.
I'm going to hold your hand when I say this. It was probably mean.
Maybe it was mean.
Okay.
And if you're listening,
I'm sorry.
I helped you. So there was an ex-boyfriend I had.
Okay.
Okay.
You've had some nasty ex-boyfriends.
I did have some nasty ex-boyfriends. This one wasn't a nasty one.
Oh, okay.
Therefore, I thought I was being a good person.
Got it.
Right. So we're not together anymore. Early 20s.
Okay.
We're not together anymore. Or mid 20s. I don't know. Early before 25.
Yeah.
Right. And I had seen that this person was dating a new person.
Okay.
By all means, great for you.
Yeah. We're not together.
We're not together anymore.
Yeah.
I don't even live in this country. I lived in Australia and came back, or I was in Montreal. I don't know.
Okay.
And I guess I had seen this person and saw, oh, they've gained a lot of weight.
The boyfriend had or the
boyfriend had.
Okay.
Right. And in my mind, as an early 20, you're like, oh, it's because you're not with me anymore.
Yeah.
But then I felt really bad about that.
Okay.
I don't know why I felt bad about that.
You felt bad that you had made him fat.
No, that I wasn't with them anymore, and then they were.
Okay.
Right. And so this is so bad that I'm
What?
telling this story. Oh my Lord. But we're here.
Yeah,
We're already
tell
here.
us. Come on.
Okay, like I did say it was a mean girl moment.
Yeah.
Okay. And so long story short, I think I led this person on to believe that I wanted to be back together with them.
Okay. Hoping.
All the while, this person is still with their person.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. You were in your early 20s, I understand.
Because I had seen a picture of the new person.
And you were like,
And
no,
the new
it's not
person
it.
was heavier.
Okay.
So I was like, oh, you're making him heavy. Oh my God. Okay, please don't go for me.
Yeah.
Anyways, so
So you started talking to him again.
alluded to,
Yeah, wanting to get back together.
or just like hang out, hookups, whatever.
Okay.
Right?
And he was replying to you and like engaging with it.
Yeah.
So it's actually more on him.
Yeah,
for,
we actually went out, we did stuff.
You
right?
did.
Yeah. Right. And so
Okay, so you weren't alluding, you were making something happen.
Yeah. Right. And then I think that and they were living together too. So bad.
Tasha was like, I'm the other woman and I'm gonna home wreck this so that you can get skinny again.
And then apparently,
did you ever tell him lose some weight?
And then I think that she might have seen an email or something. I don't know if I sent an email. I don't know, but she broke up with him.
Okay.
And so
because of you.
I guess because of the fact that he was talking to someone like this.
Well, and he was hooking up with.
Sure. Right?
I think that doing the stuff was probably the worst part.
And then he was essentially, well, I guess we're good now. And I was like, oh.
Oh, boo.
I actually.
Go run on a treadmill.
I actually didn't want to get back together with you. I didn't want you to be with her.
I just wanted you to be skinny again.
So, I was just trying to help you.
What did he do?
I didn't say it like that. I just said oh, I wasn't actually wanting to get back together with you. But in my mind, in my early 20s,
you thought you were doing a good thing.
I was doing a good thing. But I think that I was just really mean girl of me.
Yeah.
Listen. Now I believe, I think married with kid, doing amazingly.
Yeah.
So you know what? You're welcome.
You're welcome. You're welcome for the trauma.
You're welcome.
You're welcome
because
for the trauma.
I think I healed you.
By cutting you open, I healed you. It is wild to think of.
Mean, but it was effective.
Well, and that's the interesting thing about the Mean Girls movie is that it sort of shows how, you think you're doing something positive.
Yeah.
Like their whole taking down of Regina George is because they sort of believe that she's so evil that they're doing the rest. They're doing a collective good by taking her down when in fact they're just being evil. More mean to her and turning into monsters. But you're when you're in that pre-25 brain, when your frontal lobe hasn't fully connected, you can't really see the consequences for the broader.
I didn't see it. I was oh no, I actually don't want you.
Oh.
I didn't see.
No,
the chapter had already closed. I was just trying to make you not fat anymore.
I mean, I get it because there was one of the first boys I ever had a crush on in university. He was with maybe I shouldn't tell this story. But whatever.
I just said a bad one.
Okay, so there was this guy that I had a big crush on. He's actually the reason why I'm friends with all of my closest friends in Vancouver.
Okay.
We did a bait and switch basically.
Yeah.
He had a boyfriend and I was always oh my God, I'm obsessed with him. And then they finally broke up because I think the boyfriend cheated on him or something. And then him and I started seeing each other, not really dating, basically hooking up / whatever. Anyways, and that was the end of my first year of university. So I was going back to Calgary over the summer and he was no problem. I'll see you when you come back and we'll keep in touch and whatever. And we'll pick this back up from where we left off. And I was oh my God. So it was the whole summer in Calgary, basically just missing this person who I'd spent maybe 3 dates with.
Screaming.
I get back to Vancouver after my summer in Calgary. He didn't really talk to me much. And I just pined over him and was all sorts of twisted.
Get back.
Yeah. Get back. Don't really hear from him. I assume something has gone on, but I hold on for dear life that something is coming back. I end up getting invited to a housewarming party that he was throwing with another friend of mine who's also like one of my besties now. And I thought, oh, he's inviting, like, I got invited by other people. So I thought this guy who I was crushing on had invited me through friends. Like, I thought
As
some
opposed
weird
to just inviting you
himself.
to you.
Yeah. But I was so twisted up about it.
Mm.
So I go to the
Frontal
party, frontal lobe. I go to the party. I play the game of last man standing. I basically am the last person at the party in hopes that like something will happen. He's like, okay, yeah, come, whatever. You can stay over. And just before anything happens, he's like, just so you know, I should just tell you that like over the summer I had a boyfriend. And like, I don't want anything to happen between you and I more than what's about to happen now. I was like, heartbroken, literally, yeah, run into the hallway, like with my stuff, just like leave. And then I was like, ooh, so then I found out who the boyfriend was that he had dated. 2 weekends later, I hooked up with him.
Period. You know what? Period.
Because I was like, you know what? F you. And I made sure to post about it.
Mean girl.
Mean girl. But I was like 21. So it's like my brain was like fully fried.
You know what? I lied.
Yeah. I lied. And you know what? And I'm still best friends with his friends and they don't talk to him. So I did a community service.
That's what I thought it was. You know what? I hear that. I hear that. When I tell it to my friends before, like years back, they're like, Tasha, how could you have done that? I'm like, I did a community service.
I did a community service. I was serving the community.
Thank you. You know what? And this is why we found each other. Yeah. And this is why the podcast works.
Exactly.
Because we understand.
Because it was very, you're done.
It was very
you're done. Oh my gosh.
Love.
Oh my God. That's so good. Okay.
That's great.
So with that, thank you so much for joining us on this journey all about Mean Girls in every permutation. If you loved this, continue to listen. Like, subscribe, follow. We got more great content coming for you. Like we said, we have an episode on Glee coming up soon. Yeah. And we'll be doing a part 2 on the Justin Baldoni Blake Lively thing soon to keep you up to date.
And we bought tickets.
We're going to Beyonce, everyone. Yes. So stay tuned for that. We'll have some on-site content for you.
Yes, I love that.
But stay tuned for a new episode next week. Thank you so much.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Thanks so much. Bye.